Hi everyone, did you know that inflation's supposed to reach between 8 and 9% this year? I was reading articles that's already close to 8, if not 8.5. Just kind of depends on who you ask, I guess, but it's a really big issue that we're gonna have to face in the next coming years, if not sooner, right? And so how do you beat it? How do you beat something that is so big that is just causing everything to increase? What do you do about it? How do you beat inflation, right? There's actually a couple points you can do. There's a couple things you can do. And it all starts with having a solid foundation. Having that solid foundation includes having a mission, a purpose, and a vision, right? A vision, mission, purpose. Those three things will help you to understand and motivate you when things get tough and get hard, right? These things will help define your why, your how, and what you do. Next, you need to figure out who your real customers are, who your top customers are. Not just those that come in and buy things, but you actually need to sit down and figure out who they are, who you like to work with, who your favorite people are to buy things for, what projects they're working on. You need to get a really in-depth idea of who your customers are, because that'll help you focus and your resources on serving your top clients, your top customers. Third is you need to have a unique offering, something that is a solution to those top customers, because they're gonna have lots of options, right? If you're only competing on price, there's gonna be lots of options, right? And in order to beat the pricing issue, you've got to have a unique offering, so you can demand the prices that you need in order to actually fulfill those wishes and desires and provide solutions to your top customers. The next thing is you've got to have systems and scalability. Implementing those systems and processes, having standard processes will really improve the way that the team works, the way that the team functions. Often we think that products and services are a little unique to what we do and how we do them. However, in order to really make the business operate without you, then you've got to implement those systems and processes and put in some standard operating procedures. So if you have any comments or questions along the way as we talk about these areas, this topic, let me know. Leave it down in the comments. My name is Jacob Curtis. I am the founder of Curtis Accounting Solutions and the co-owner of Utah Valley Quilting. And I've been doing this for quite a number of years now. I've been working in the quilting industry since about 2013 and moving forward and progressing onward over the years. And just recently in 2019, launched my own accounting firm and advisory services to actually help independent fabric stores, quilt shops, and complementary businesses actually be able to be profitable and provide a good, strong working environment for their employees and for themselves. So if you have any questions, let me know. The first point I wanted to bring up is one of the best resources that I have for building a solid foundation is the book by Simon Sinek, Start With Why. He did a great TED Talk quite a number of years ago now called Start With Why. You can Google it, but Start With Why is really kind of mindset shifting and helps us understand why we do what we do and why it's so important that we make our why publicly known to our top customers, to our employees, and everybody else. The why purpose is also what motivates us and gets us going and doing as we take that why and develop into immutable laws and the hows of we run business and how we operate with people and customers, vendors, and then move that into a mission statement, something that our employees can grasp a hold of and understand why it is and how it is and what the goal is that you're working towards overall, right? This is basically the brand of your business, and it should be more than just making money. It should be more than I'm just doing this so I can put food on my table. Now that might be an immediate need that you have, and that is a valid reason, but long term that is not going to hold up. There's a lot of different ways you can make money other than owning your own business, and so just to make money is not a good enough reasons. You've got to have reasons behind that why. The second point is you've got to know your customers. You've got to interact with them and understand what they are looking for and needing. The other thing is you have to evaluate them. Are they the good customers that you want? Are the ones that you're talking to? Are they the people that you want to be working with? Are they the ones that you want to be selling solutions to and providing products for? And just to be clear, not everybody that walks in your door is your top best customer. They may come in and spend hundreds of dollars, but if they're taking up lots and lots of hours doing it, that net purchase, after you take out the cost of the fabric, what they're buying, the time that the employees have spent with them, what is their overall impact on the business? Is it a lot or a little, right? So make sure we understand who we're working with, what products we're selling, because we've got to be able to match those things. Once you know your why, your how, and the what, now you've got to match that to your clients. Who are your top customers? What are they looking for? Do you have a solution for them? Which leads us right into that next point of creating a unique solution, a unique product, a unique experience for your customers. Because really, at the end of the day, if you don't have a unique difference or distinguishing or differentiating factor in your business, you're just like everybody else, which means you're going to end up competing on price, and usually it's low price, right? You're going to compete on how to bring in the most customers, what you can do. And you may already be feeling this. You can tell that when you have a constant, when you have a discount every 3 months, every 6 months, a big clearance sale, that's when all of a sudden all of the people come out of the woodwork and they're at your shop. Those people that come for those discounts, that come for those, are probably not your top clients or your top customers. You want people who are willing to pay your regular prices for your regular products because you provide them with a unique offering, service, something like that, something that's unique and just differentiating from your business. And that leads us to the next kind of part of it, which is systems and scalability and processes, standard processes for everybody. When you're first starting out, you're doing everything yourself. And then later you'll hire somebody and teach them how to do something. And eventually you'll be hiring and you've got this team all of a sudden. And the way that things are done then and the things compared to the way you're doing them are very different, right? And when we are able to write down and actually have a standard set of processes, we can rotate through jobs. If somebody gets sick and is out, the business doesn't stop and try and figure out what happens when that person's gone. You already have a plan in place. There's already these written instructions, a standard operating procedure for every job, every task in the business that anybody can just pick up the manual and look at and say, oh, I can do this. Now, not all jobs are like that, right? Some of them you need some technical skills, others you need some personal skills and things like that. But at least having those manuals, those instructions, those standard operating procedures will allow you to allow somebody to fill in temporarily. It may not be the best that Sally or you or somebody else could provide, but it at least gives them an opportunity to do it. The other thing is having these standard processes and procedures allows you to find the gaps and the holes in the overall process itself and then improve those. Often when we make improvements to processes and systems, we're also improving what the customer is getting. It improves their satisfaction with the products and services. It improves team morale. It also improves the bottom line. Also, you get that cash. And so that is something that's really, really important. And then once you've done all that, you need to constantly evaluate all of these parts of the business, making sure that you're staying true. Your products, your services are staying true to your why, your how, your what, and your who's, right? Who your top customers are, who your biggest vendors are. Figuring out how to make them all mesh is really an important part of doing business. And that's why I've created Money Made Simple Academy. We go through various business aspects and both practical and theory to help us understand and put together a business that actually grows. We focus on quilt shops and the fabric industry because that's what I'm most familiar with. And so Money Made Simple is really there to help you go from a sole proprietor, maybe 1 or 2 employee, full-time employees, equivalencies, to having $1 million in annual revenue or $2 million in annual revenue. And this does work. This is the same process that we used in Curtis Accounting Solutions, my firm, but also in Utah Valley Quilting. It really does help you. It does take time, but it does help you have a clear path and where to go. And so that's what I try to teach in Money Made Simple, are those simple strategies, those everyday practical applications that will take you to the next level that you want to be. So if you have any more questions or comments, again, leave them here, reply to me. You can on the email or whatnot. You can also find me on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Pinterest, my website at curtisaccountingsolutions.com. I'd be more than happy to talk with you and hear your comments and questions. Thanks, and talk to you later. Bye.